manifest a spiritual awakening? Can you do anything that is going to suddenly open yourself up to the possibility that there's more in the universe than just what you see right in front of you right now? The answer is yes. Stick around and we'll talk about how to do this. I'm Marna. Thank you for joining me. So, for my spiritual journey is a little bit different than most people in that I have always been on a spiritual journey path. My grandmother got me into it when I was very young, and it's just gone from there. I've been doing this a very, very long time. But for people who want to experience a spiritual awakening, you can manifest that experience into your life. This works just like any other manifestation. Very simply, basic steps are: visualize what it is you want, energetically release it into the universe, speak your truth to power, let go of the need to control how it comes to you, and then allow the universe to bring it into you. Those are the basic steps of any manifestation. For some people, this is an inner knowing that has been with them their entire lives. For some people, this is a revelatory experience that can completely alter their life on a fundamental level. If you are choosing to have a spiritual awakening experience, then that shows that you are already aware that there is something more out there. You just want to have a more personal experience of it. Perfectly fine. There are a number of ways that you can do this. When you are manifesting in a spiritual awakening experience, you need to recognize that the experience you get may not be the one that you fantasized or dreamed about. It is often an experience that will bring you to your knees and completely upend the life that you know and give you no choice but to see this new direction of growth. This is not something to do on a whim. Even though I have been on a spiritually awakened path for my entire life, there have been a number of times when the universe has given me course corrections that have completely turned my life upside down. And these experiences have involved things like abandonment, homelessness, major illnesses. I'm a 28-year cancer survivor. So these things can happen in very unpleasant ways, and there's a reason for that. You see, humans are remarkably stubborn creatures, and particularly our egos like to keep us in our own lane. We like to stay in our pathway and not deviate, because if we deviate from what is known in our life, then we are opening ourselves up to the potential of dangerous new ideas, dangerous new actions, things that may result in a physical change that our ego self is not prepared for. Our ego self will do everything it can to keep us in the status quo, because that is what is known and that is what is safe for certain values of safe. So to knock us out of that status quo experience, the universe must do something dramatic that we cannot explain away, and we cannot explore, and we cannot ignore. How is it that this is going to appear in your life? Are you prepared before you manifest in a spiritual awakening experience? Are you prepared to have everything in your life as you know it suddenly get tossed out the window and require you to have an entirely new paradigm of life? It is a big question. Now, if you just want to have an idea of what else is out there, save up some money, go to Costa Rica and do some Maya. That will open your eyes in ways that you are not aware of right now. That will give you the easy intro experience that will broaden your awareness if you choose to accept it and move on that. If you are prepared to lose the entire life that you know now and accept whatever new form your life becomes, then you're really ready to manifest a spiritual awakening. So, write down what it is that you hope to gain from this spiritual shift. Write down exactly what it is that you are looking for. Write down what it is that you feel you need to let go of in your current life. Then take that paper and burn it. Now, I say burn it for a very specific reason. As you do this process, your ego self is going to be trying to sabotage it. And part of what your ego self will do to sabotage this process is sit there and say, nope, the energy's not going out. We're not sending that message out to the universe. It's not going out. You are not going to have this awakening. By burning it, you circumvent that part of your ego mind that's going to try and sabotage you. Burning is a physical representation of the energy being released to go out to the universe. This is why candle magic works well too. It is a physical representation of the energetic release as you are moving forward in your manifestation process. And there's people walking by, so we'll wait until the voices go down a little bit. And this is really, really annoying, but this is what I get for being in a public space. Okay, so now that you have burned the paper that has your goals from your spiritual awakening, let it go. Stop focusing on it. Do not try to seek out this spiritual awakening. Allow it to come to you. Allow what is. Really, I swear, some people just sit there and talk louder on purpose when they're, So you have written down what it is you want. You have burned the paper to release the energy. Let it go. Let go of your obsessive need to see if it's happening yet. Let go of the need to check and see what's changed in your life. The more you focus on everything's still the same, the more everything will still be the same. Let it go so that it has room energetically to come in. Now, be aware. If you see the synchronicities starting to appear in your life, be aware of them, recognize them, and be grateful for them, because that is the universe reaching out to you. Listen to the messages that the universe is bringing to you, because the universe is already reaching out to you all the time. You just haven't been hearing it. Like I said, your ego brain tends to try to keep you in a space of status quo so you don't notice these options as much. Pay attention to the synchronicities. Pay attention to when things line up. Pay attention to repeated number sequences or letter sequences. Pay attention to things that you think about in unexpected times. Pay attention to the songs that come over the radio and if they make you respond in a certain way. Be open to the messages coming in without feeling the need to obsess over every little thing. If you're running to the internet and saying, "What does 222 mean?" every time you see a license plate, you're slowing down your manifestation. Receive it, be grateful for it, and keep going on. When the spiritual awakening event hits, you will know. There will be no question in your mind that this is something that is life-altering. So, I do hope that you find what you're seeking as you are trying to manifest your spiritual awakening. I hope your spiritual awakening is as gentle as possible. If you have any questions about it, drop me a line. I am here all the time. So, I'm Marna, and I will see you on the next video.